right, beautiful friends, thank you so much for stopping by. So today, well, first of all, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It just is what it is. I started homeschooling my two girls, and it's just been a minute since I've been able to really focus on YouTube and do any kind of content. I have about like 5 different reading vlogs in the works right now, which is like so me. Because I'm such a mood reader and I have a lot of ideas for reading vlogs, but the execution of them and the time that it takes to actually do that is a different story, isn't it? But today we're going to be doing some fall things. I just kind of want to take in the season. Here in Oklahoma, it just now started to feel like fall a little bit, and it's really only in the mornings. So it still gets pretty warm in the afternoons. Not blazing hot like it's been, but man, I'm just ready for full-on fall. But here we only have like 2 seconds of it, and then it's just winter. So but I am feeling like I'm in an autumnal mood, and I want to read all the autumnal reads and all the things and be cozy and cute. Maybe do some book shopping. I did just start Can't Help Falling by Courtney Walsh. This is a clean meaning no explicit scenes, and I don't think there's any language in Courtney Walsh's books. Pretty sure there's not. It's kind of like a lighthearted, happily ever after. I am almost to chapter 5. I'm really enjoying it. I literally just started it last night. It's following our main character. I actually love this premise so much. I had seen this book around and thought, yeah, I'll pick it up just sometime because I love Courtney Walsh. Actually, I've only read one other Courtney Walsh, but I do love her. But someone was talking about this book and how it's following like a secret bookish podcaster. So she owns and runs a bookstore, but as like her side gig, she has this secret bookish podcast where she reads books and talks about them, mainly about romance books. But she's like super embarrassed to have it, which I'm like, relatable. Relatable. Yeah. I feel like I've become more open about my channel to the people in my life, but even if they bring it up in my real life, I get embarrassed. And tell me why. Tell me why. I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of a dorky thing to have, a booktube channel, but I don't care. I'm a dork. So anyways, it's following our main character. She has a secret bookish podcast, and she's recording one of her podcasts one night when there is a fire in her home. And someone comes and rescues her out of the fire. Someone from her past. I just feel like I'm gonna really like it. I'm feeling good about it. I am going to read this during this vlog, maybe another book, who knows. But I just thought we could drink all the tea, have a cozy time. Tonight, I'm hoping that I'm able to go to at least one bookstore. Let's get to cozying up this week. Finished Can't Help Falling by Courtney Walsh. This was such a cute rom-com. It was so just lighthearted and fun and giggly. Like, I was giggling. I had, you know, butterflies in my stomach. It was just really cute. The good thing about Courtney Walsh's books is that, number one, this could be read any time of year. I know this is like I think this is called the Sweater Weather series or whatever. It's like a bunch of different authors have written rom-coms set in the fall, but I do feel like you could read it anytime you wanted. But it was fun, like the mentions of the crisp autumn air and, you know, pumpkin spice and all those things. It was just perfect for this time of year. I also love that Courtney Walsh doesn't put any like heavy content in her books. So if you just want like a good old rom-com without getting into like trauma or like heavy topics, she just does a really good job of that. There's no language, like there's no cussing in her books, and there's no explicit sexual content in her books, which I love. I feel like I can just trust Courtney Walsh. Like I'm not gonna be surprised by anything, if that makes sense. So love it. I loved the characters. I think I mentioned it's like a bookish podcast, and that element was super fun and funny. Like Courtney Walsh is funny. Like I just love her books. I'm not sure what I want to read now, like at all. I really want to focus on the books that I own this year. Like, not this year, but the books that I own, I want to focus on to get them read, you know? So I thought maybe you could come over to my bookshelves and we could maybe decide together what we're going to read. And by we, I mean me. Let's go see, shall we? Oh, those aren't my, I do have bookshelves down there, by the way, but I recently put my, what are they called? Nonfiction. Nonfiction in here. This is my dining room. I recently got some new bookshelves, 1 and 2. This needs to get changed out. I don't like this anymore. I need to paint the walls, you know, just those home things. But options, I don't know. I could read Once Upon a Broken Heart. That's definitely an option because I don't know, I'm just feeling the call to it, you know? Let's see what else. I have Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book of the Natural series, and I would really like to read that. I also have Truly Devious, yikes, by Maureen Johnson, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for this book for some reason, which I'm like rolling my eyes because this is literally the time of year to read this book from what I hear. It's like super fall. It's a YA mystery. I'll pull it out just in case. Let's go look at my other shelf. So up here I have a lot of cozy mysteries, and yeah, I think that's mainly cozy mysteries. And then I have like mysteries, some Christian mysteries, and then some more cozy mysteries. And then I have my maybe some historical fiction with some, oh, you know what? Okay. There's this one. And I've heard that like fall and winter is a good time to be reading this. So this is an option too. And it's short. But I also, y'all, my mother-in-law, she just told me Magpie Murders, which is this book by Anthony Horowitz, was made into like a mini-series. And that could be super fun and cozy for fall. I've also heard people say that this is their all-time favorite mystery. Like, favorite mystery of all time. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this one, if I'm being honest. Also, you guys, I just bought this the other day. It's The Red House Mystery by A.A. Milne. Yeah, that A.A. Milne who wrote Winnie the Pooh, he has a mystery. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just saw it at my bookstore the other day and I was like, you're coming home with me. I think I am going to keep that one for another time. One that I really want to read is The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I really want to read it. I think that it's more of like an ahistorical mystery and kind of literary mystery feels. So I don't know. I feel like this is obviously going to be good for the winter. Something about it is drawing me to it. Honestly, I think it's probably going to be between these three: Magpie Murders, The Storied Life of AJ Fickery, and The Frozen River. Maybe I will take it to Instagram and let you decide. Yesterday, I went to the pumpkin patch with my family. It was such a fun time. There's this like farm, like a family farm, and it's been running forever. They have like really upped their game. There's like rides and a train and hay rides and all types of stuff, but mostly it's just fun to like walk around and enjoy all the things that we can do there. It was just a lot of fun with my girls, so we got to do that. And then yesterday I also got to go by myself to TJ Maxx. I love TJ Maxx. So I wanted to show you a few of the things that I got. I also got like a new blanket, like a throw blanket. It is so soft and beautiful, but my daughter's using it right now to take a nap. I wanted to show you, one of my favorite candle brands is DW Home. I think that their candles just smell so good, but this is the cinnamon apple one, and it literally, it's not like, it actually smells like real apples, you know? Like sometimes with this scent it can get very perfumey. This one just smells so good. I know you can't smell it, but... And then I also got Holiday Spice by DW Home. This is sweet, spiced, and toasted. I wish that they had a bigger candle. This is like one of those teeny tiny ones, but it's cinnamon spice, crushed clove, and sweet toasted nutmeg. Yeah. Okay. Literally... I wish that they had a ginormous one, but alas, they did not. And then I also got, this is not very fall. This is kind of moving more into Christmas, and by kind of, I mean, it is definitely more Christmassy, but you guys, I don't even know if you can really see this. There are gingerbread men on this tea kettle. There's like, oh, I don't know if it's focusing, like those little holly berries and bells and like little cookie hearts, candy canes, and then little gingerbread men. Like, are you serious? Like, I love it. I love it so much. So I had to get this. It's one of those that you can put loose leaf tea inside of and then pour it over and steep it. And I'm just super excited to use that. So definitely gonna be using this probably tonight. I'm excited, or maybe like this afternoon. I also wanted to share with you the results for the book, like on my Instagram. You guys helped me decide, barely by like a few votes. This one won, The Storied Life of AJ Fickery. So thank you so much if you voted over there. That was really fun. But I'm so excited for this one because it feels very much like fall winter read. It feels really cozy. I got to, I don't think there's like chapters necessarily, but I got to page 26. I haven't had a ton of time to read this very much, but I'm excited to continue. What I have read, I'm really, really enjoying. So I'm just living my best life over here. Getting all the cozy things, reading all the cozy books. Right now, since my girls are napping, where they're supposed to be napping. I don't know if they're actually napping. If you're a mom, you might understand, or a dad. Who knows? I think mostly women probably watch my channel, but I think that while they're doing that, I'm gonna make myself some tea, probably sit and enjoy my tea, maybe turn on an ambiance on my TV for a minute and read. Nice hot cup of Earl Grey tea. It smells so good. I haven't even had a sip yet, but it is blazing hot, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for that. But I have a reading update for you. I know that I was just saying, like literally in the last clip, that I was really enjoying it. It kind of reminded me of a man called, did I say that actually? I don't know if I said that. It was reminding me of A Man Called Uva by Frederick Bachman. Just the grumpy man living alone, and then hope comes in. But I am just not connecting to this story. I'm not connecting to the characters. I'm not sure why. It could be a mood thing. It could just be a me thing. Like, I don't know, because so many people love this book. And I can see why. It is a sweet story, but I just feel like, I don't know. Does anyone else feel like they have to defend themselves when they want to stop reading a book that everyone else really, really loves? But that's okay. Everyone is so different with their reading taste, and this is just one of those examples. I am so happy if you love this book. But for me, I think I'm gonna set it down. It's just not hitting the spot, and I read fiction books for enjoyment, and I'm just not really enjoying it. Every time I think about reading it and picking it up, I'm like, you know, I'm thinking about other books that I want to read, and so I think that's my sign to just move on from this book. I'm sorry that this is kind of a bummer of an ending to this vlog. Also, if you love this book, sorry, I guess. I don't hate this book. It's just like when I connect to a book so strongly and then other people read it sometimes and don't, that's okay. You know, and the opposite is true too. If you strongly connected to this book and loved it, you know, favorite of all time book, that's fine. I think it's just not for me. And life is just too short to be reading books that you are just kind of mediocre about. You know, there's too many possibilities out there. But I'm gonna end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while, but I'm hopefully going to be able to get into the groove of making more content more consistently. I've been really itching to read some certain cozy mysteries, so I'm hoping that that is the next reading vlog that you'll see, but I hope that you enjoy your fall season. I know that a lot of people are gearing up for Christmas, this gal included. So for me, I'm like, it's the end of fall, but not really. We have a whole nother month. I just wanted to say a blessing over you. I just pray that you are blessed, that Jesus just encounters you in a way that surprises you and makes you realize how good his presence is and how kind he is and how gentle. I don't know. I was listening to a message by Sam Storms about no condemnation. And when you understand that, like condemnation meaning like you're condemned to death. But with Jesus, we're not condemned anymore. It's because Jesus took our condemnation and took our punishment that we all deserve, and he put it on himself, and he bore that on the cross, and then he died and rose again. And now not only do we get to go, if you believe, we get to go to heaven with him, but also we get to live here on earth free of condemnation and the weight of this world. We get to live free from that because we know where we're going and whose we are. And I really can't put it into words. I think it has to be Jesus through the Holy Spirit that enlightens your mind to this, but I pray that he does. I pray that you just see the truth today, and as you're cozying up and cuddling and taking in this beautiful world around us that God so graciously gave to us, I just think about that sometimes, how thankful I am for the beauty around me in his world, and it's just such a gift. It's such a gift. So I just pray that you're able to slow down and take it in, and that Jesus speaks to you in a way that you need to hear today. But until next time, my friends, I will see you in my next bookish video. Bye!